Hello everyone, and thank you so much for coming out to see one of our Overwatch teams. Here they are now, Overwatch White. Please make some noise for them, and let's get this done tonight. Wow, exciting stuff. This will be our first live stream of the season with one of our teams, Overwatch White. I'm super excited to be here tonight. I cannot wait to see how they perform against this other team and their division. And I want that quick 3-0, 30 minutes, in and out, wipe the other team.
It's the Trine tradition. 3-0, 30 minutes, in and out. We'll see if they can do it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they will. Their performance last week, from what I saw, was quite great. They were done before we were. So it looks like we are starting
ready
already.
To go into game.
This first map will be Samoa. It is a control map, basically a king of the hill. There's a central point, and both teams are fighting for said central point. And there are 3 rounds, or it's a best of 3. First to 2. Both teams must progress the objective to 100%, which means they have to have capped and held the objective for a certain amount of time.
That's right, and we're seeing some really nice comps here. We got Hazard with our tank on Nanner. Got Nightcat over here on Reaper, who's really strong right now. He's been picked nearly everywhere in LCS and in here. We're about to get things going. Kree has a his game. We got Lucio Curie ready to go. Let's see how they perform. So let's see how they take this pre-fight setup up here. Hazard trying to get in close.
Both teams are going to be a little reliant on their speed with Valga slams and Hazard wall, but with a wall like that, that's going to be huge. Oh. Big slam.
Wow,
Trine up to an early lead. And it looks like Trine will win the first fight of the match.
Wow.
And capture the objective.
I mean, they just moved in instantly. They saw 2 people to the left. Hazard just walled them in. There was nowhere to run. That poor Juno Margaret just got eaten alive by the Reaper and Hazard.
Yeah, and that really is the key part of Hazard's kit, is his wall. So we will likely see that play a big part in displacing and separating off this team here, especially because Juno is very squishy.
Looks like they moved though. Margaret's going man instead of going to that room again. Catching a Hazard out, he seems pretty low, but you got Kiwi Zuzu coming in. Oh, Aiden in the back, getting some picks.
Good.
With his Lucio.
Huge flank from our Reaper. It looks like Trine will take this second fight relatively quickly as well. Thanks to a very good 4K from our Reaper.
Wow. So even when they went main, everyone just went there with them. No one was watching our Reaper, who just went to the left side of the map and just completely devastated their backline, which is Moira Juno. Moira has some escape, but their Juno, once she gets caught out, she's very squishy. It's just going to get melted by this Reaper.
Yes, and I think that's going to be our plan here for the rest of at least the round, unless they swap Juno. And it looks like we might get the flank off again with a Death Blossom here.
Here you go. Reaper's coming in.
He's 3% to his ult. He might press it here if his team jumps in with them.
Ooh. Push it out.
It looked like the engage was a little bit mistimed, but we have our second ult here. Let's see what the plan is.
Ooh, has a turn. They're trying to stabilize. We got picked earlier. A lot of damage going on.
Trine really needs to hit an ult here. Ooh,
oh, it's huge! Huge Blossom. He got 3.
What a swing!
They dropped 2 ults to even have to fight instantly. Now it's a 2v2 with Maga and Reaper. We wish I looked at the support.
This could very well be the last fight Trine takes on this point.
Maga's trying to run in.
Malga is down healers.
Wow.
And it looks like Trine will take this first point.
They flipped that fight with the ults instantly. Those 2 picks, it was looking rough.
And they still have the ult advantage here.
Kree's new need to make that space. They can't touch. They know it.
And Reaper barely misses the TP for the touch, and Trine takes the first point.
Wow. That was already incredible map 1. I mean, our team is just going incredibly fast. And even when we looked in trouble, they just threw their fight around immediately with a Kiwi Blossom. There's like no hope for the other team.
That was a very well-timed Blossom.
Yeah.
They had no cooldowns to deal with it, and he was able to get 3 like that. And that's kind of where you want to see Blossom used. In the chaos of a mid-fight like that, when there's no cooldowns left on the enemy team, you can TP in and hit Q and get 2 or 3 like that, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that player was made by Aiden or Nightcat, playing the Reaper. Good job.
And I think seeing, like you said, the speed of Trine here is going to be the key to them winning this, and I think they use their speed to a much greater effect than Columbia did.
Oh yeah. Well, they made a swap though to Anna and Lucio, so now that they themselves have some speed, but Anna is quite vulnerable, especially with this hazard.
Ooh, Reaper down
like they caught the
with
Reaper out with no raid.
Early pick. Ooh,
They're trying to
big
make that trade
slam.
though. They get our Reaper.
They get the trade. I think the important thing for trying to do here is section off the Ana and then get a pick on her.
Oh.
Ooh, he was really close. Ooh, they get the
fight's still
trade.
even
They're
though.
up.
Making trades and picks. Our Kree is still going though. He's trying to fight for this point right now. Being kept up by Kiriko. He's gonna have to give up though.
I think they are going to have to give up, yes.
That fight was very even, but it seems that our team was going too fast there. They got their picks and trades, but we need to slow down and stabilize during that mid-fight after we traded our Reaper.
Yes, and they also were in the middle of point in all the open space, and they just got out-angled. They got shot from too many different directions. They were able to almost even it out, but it wasn't enough. Reaper down his Wraith early, that could be big.
Reaper's down Wraith, but they got our Kree for it. They're trying to take this space, but it's huge damage coming from the other team. It's just keeping them back. Oh, Anna's back on it again though. Forcing the Reaper's Wraith, trying to hold his angle, deepening
Oh,
it.
he's, ooh! That's another big pick. If he can get out here, his team can push off of it.
This is what I'm talking about, getting these picks, making these trades to where, and then stabilizing, so he can go in like this and look for even more.
And I think that's what we need to see more of. Going on the Ana, forcing her out or forcing out this Sojourn.
Oh,
They're the two weakest to a dive like Trine here is playing.
there you go.
With a rush like this, I think the fight should be secured. I could be wrong here.
Catching Maga as he runs. Yeah, that fight was played much better. Their comp change on how to make them switch up how they're playing, and especially with getting early picks or just taking too much damage before the fight, we really need to play slower and make sure that our players aren't falling before the fight begins.
Yes, and that comes down to controlling more angles than the enemy team. As you can see, when our Hazard jumped in on the fight we lost, he got naded, and there was a Sojourn shooting at him as he was shooting at Amalga, so there was not much he could do. But after getting control of the point, I think we will have an easier time controlling these angles. The cage fight comes in, and it looks like even though we get the trade, our Hazard goes down.
Starting this fight. Really big ult exchange there.
He sees the
Aiden's looking
blossom,
for a
I think he
blossom right
wants
now.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
there it is, there it is!
It's huge!
That could swing the fight!
Wow, it swung the entire fight. They're still in it.
Huge blossom!
Maga's not gonna give it this fight, bro. Trying to burn their hazard with this Reaper. This Maga's E. Oh, he still down the
gets
blossom! Wow.
Wow, that was a massive ult trade for them too. What was that, 3 for 3, I think?
Yeah, you know, they were down, and then sneaky Aiden over here with his Reaper hiding behind the enemy team, and that's jumping on them with this Blossom.
Yeah.
Swinging the fight again.
But
Being
Columbia
sneaky
does
in.
only need one more fight, and they are up on ultimates right now, which could be pretty scary. Unless Trine can build Rusher window quickly, this might not be very good for them.
If he comes down,
They just have to
Ooh.
absorb the dive, which they do not. Reaper has no Wraith. They can find the trade. Oh, they find the trade onto the Ana. Cito wins this once with the Ana.
Oh, big ult being dropped. Oh!
Yeah, because Trine was able to gain the ultimates here and absorb the 2 support ultimates quite well without it all falling over. They were able to take this point, and that might be the last fight.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great ult exchange there.
Feels like solid, huh?
Both teams playing with each other's ults very well. Kree trying to hold them back. And even though he got
Window,
picked, his team got the
and
value.
even though Colombia does have Window or Cage, Window can counter Cage fairly well. As long as our Kiri here stays alive, I think this could. Ooh. We're getting the trades. We need to get a touch. Oh, the big blossom! Another big blossom!
Wow.
How does he do it?
Twice in a row has his Reaper just blossomed nearly half the team and swung the fight backwards into our favor, winning us the first map. Wow. What a game.
Yeah,
First map, they went really fast and just swept them and had to make some adjustments on the second map, but even then, we made them fast and we just swung back all those fights.
Yeah, I think the first map went a little better because it was a little bit closer. Our comp works a little bit better in those closer angles where our Reaper's able to get an easier flank like that. And the second map was worse because they had a Sojourn, which works more on those long angles, like on that second map.
Now, even though our team was winning, I have to say, I love the Maga pick on the enemy team, bro. Maga, he's up and coming, dude. That hero is gonna be meta. And you know, their Maga was trying pretty hard right there. He was living long fights with his E and just trying to shoot our halves, but our Reaper was just doing too much damage to him.
Yes, and the Mauga was, I think, playing that quite well. He would stomp in, oftentimes hitting our Hazard and forcing our Hazard to turn and look at him while the rest of his team shot him in the back. Like that Sojourn pick got a lot of value because he was just able to shoot our Mauga or our Hazard in the back while he looked at their Mauga.
Yeah.
So.
Or even Maga trying to just run in into our front line and trying to duel our Hazard is enough for our Reaper to just flank behind and then go on the supports, getting the Juno or Ana. Very vulnerable supports that can just be open to those backline DPS.
Yes, and I think that's what a lot of these maps are going to come down to if we see similar or the same comps, is how quickly can our Reaper get behind them? Can he get behind them quicker than their Mauga just jumps into us and tries to trade us out? Because if our Reaper can get set up quickly, I think it's not going to be great for Colombia.
Oh, yeah.
But if he's slower, then that might swing a few fights in their favor. So, like I said, it's all about the speed here.
I will say Maga's ult, his cage, is super strong, and it definitely caught out our Hazard in one of the fights. But even then, when our Hazard drops, we still keep the aggression, we don't give up, and we keep fighting. And that's how we find those big blossoms or big trades and swing the fight back in our favor. Even after they're dropping 2-3 ults onto us, we respond with even more ults or just even more picks.
Yeah.
Great first game. I hope we can keep up that aggression and keep up that pace. Next map should be Control?
No. It's actually losers pick for map and map type now.
Oh, okay.
They just changed that this year, so we have no clue what the next map type is going to be. It will likely be hybrid, which is the attacking team starts off and they will capture an objective point, and then they will push a payload through 2 more points, and after either their time expires or they push to the end of the map, the defending team switches to attacking and does the same thing. And it's either whoever gets further, or if they both cap, then they will reset the map and play with whatever remaining time they have.
Yeah, I'm expecting for them to pick King's Row here, since it is in our map pool and everyone loves King's Row. Very good map, and we might see even a comp change on King's Row, depending on how they want to play it. Maybe something not with the Hazard on defense, since he's much more offensive. We might see like Orisa, Juno. I expect the Reaper to stay there, but they might also switch over to the Mei to get those walls and those chokes near the start and middle of the map.
Yeah, and I think on attack we may even see a Pharah pick come out, because Pharah is quite good on attack on this map. So we can see some of Nightcat's Pharah shine.
All right, looks like we'll be entering game here soon. We'll see what we pick.
I can wall.
Oh, I was wrong. It's the second castle map. Wait.
It's the only castle
The
map.
only castle map. Okay, King's Row sounds like a castle to me.
It's London.
Same thing. Anyways.
And it looks like Trine will be defending first? Yes.
Do you see it? The Bastion sleeper pick has came out. I'm so excited to see what Bastion does on this map.
You will realize that one has a few favorite characters in this game. And those two are Bastion and Malga.
Big time.
He is always talking about how they are sleeper picks.
Bastion is a sleeper pick. He's about to perform right now. I'm expecting great things from this Bastion. Oh, and we even have Blue Yang here. Very strong support. The newest hero added to Overwatch. Being played by C-Dub.
And the key to this mode, or how they should play this, is holding this choke point as long as they can. And just when they walk through the choke point, use our angles and stronger setup to just burst them down. So we do not want to push into them here, while on defense at least.
Early aggressive ready
Oh,
to be
big
taken.
aggression here.
A Maywall being devastating for enemy teams.
He already has 50% to his ult.
Ooh, but they came back with their own Maywall, almost catching
That
our
was
Ram.
really close.
Our May.
Our May goes down. We have to get Ram form back here or sooner. This could be bad.
Ram's looking by that trade. May
Ram,
walls are so
Ram needs
off.
the trade here.
So much damage being done to both sides.
Ram
Both are
almost
still
has
trying
his
to-
ultimate already. Will he pop the ultimate here? He might actually have to pop the ultimate here. He already has it, so I don't see why not. Unless, did they kill the Reinhardt? They might have killed Reinhardt. Where is he?
Fight's still going. Reinhardt is just now coming back. This fight is long. This is still going on. And
There it
there's
is.
the Ram
Ooh,
ball.
they stacked the ultimates, unfortunately. A little bit of a miscommunication from Trine's part. But they will clean up the fight and head into the second or third fight, I guess, with a 2 ultimate disadvantage, almost 3.
I say
Actually,
second.
it seems
That first fight was crazy. The Ryan
Yeah.
got picked, but the enemy team still kept trying to fight our Ram, who's just holding block, keeping his defense up, and that damage reduction that just kept him going the entire time.
Columbia almost has 4 ultimates here compared to our 1. This has to be a massive blizzard. What an ice block! That was insane!
That's crazy.
And they get the trade! With the blizzard to stop stop their progress, and even though they are starting to get a few exit picks and trades, I think Trine will take this fight. That was a big ultimate trade for Trine.
Wow, yeah, that was
2
crazy.
for 1, but I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to win this next fight. Unless we
Ryan-
build Orbital Ray quick enough.
Ryan came down with the shatter and May became a hero blocking his charge with her ice block.
That was a crazy
fantastic.
good reaction time too.
And I think she even blocked him in there so Ryan had to walk around.
I think the key to this fight is either getting an early pick with a Bastion ult or building our Ray, which we are 5-2. We need to kite this quickly before it's too quick. That's 3 ultimates though, so if we can absorb this engage, we can come back with the Juno ult really quickly. Will she pop it?
The Ray comes
Trine is down 1. They are forced to use a shatter. That was 4 ults for our 1. Oh, they used Ram. It's too little too late though, and Trine will lose this first point. But they took 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Wow. What a hold. I mean, we just got overwhelmed with ults right there. And they seem to build our Juno just 2% earlier than ours and push through that main choke that we were holding for so long with our May walls.
Yeah, that's what a lot of Juno mirrors come down to. It's whoever can get the Ray the quickest. And they got Ray quicker because we were doing a lot more damage. So, we'll see if Columbia can push this impressive high ground now.
Looks like they made a swap to Diva though for second point, knowing that Reinhardt doesn't have that verticality that's needed for taking this height over.
Ram just running in. no mercy. May forced into Ice Block, but he almost has Blizzard. He might throw Blizzard here. Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't.
I'm sure he was thinking about throwing that
I
Blizzard.
think he looked like he wanted to, but with the D.Va there, it's a little bit scary because that could get eaten by Defense Matrix.
He's just gonna stall out the point here, trying to buy some time for his team to get set up on next point, or at near the last of this defense.
Yeah, Trine keeps staggering and isn't able to get set up here. This could start looking not very great for us.
Yeah, Juno got caught up by that Moira getting picked a bit early before this fight could start. That can make things pretty dangerous here for this final hold. Our Bastion's looking for this off angle though, forming.
This is a very strong off angle. Oh, that's
Training
huge.
Juno.
Early pick. Our Ramattra goes down though. We still have 2 ultimates here, but I do not think they are needed. That Moira might have been able to cap there.
I told you.
Ooh.
Well, D.Va Bomb
Oh
comes out
no,
trying
this
to
could be
take it.
bad. What an
The
ult!
Booyah goal saves Bastion.
Booyah saves the... And D.Va goes down, Trine wins this fight and holds them... keeps them from capping.
Bastion sleeper pick came through. Came through. What a flank.
Trine still has Blizzard and they have Bastion and almost have Ram. It looks like we did make the swap off Juno onto Kiri before the last fight. Let's see if our Mei might be able to pick off the Juno early. He might be saving his Blizzard for when they use Ray. He needs to get Peel here though, or else he might fall over. Ooh, he falls before he can use Blizzard and they pop 3 ultimates.
Ooh,
Ram
shuts
gets
down
the Visoring Soldier. He has his ult. I think he'll use it here. He has to hold block here. He has to live.
Yeah, Ram dropped his ult.
He
Bastion's
forces
looking
Ice
for his
Block.
ult too.
Bastion gets the pick on the Moira. Ram gets the Mei. It looks like Trine will hold them here to second point. The final picks to clean up this first half of Eichenwald. This is a pretty good spot. This is where I would want to be if I were out down there playing.
Yeah, that was a great defense from Trine.
Score 0-1.
Each one of our players made really great plays there. From the Mei block, Ram farming his ult, and what felt like less than a minute in just their first fight. And Bastion even there at the end with those huge flanks and then getting a pick on Moira with his ult on the last fight.
Yeah, it's still kind of crazy to me how they were able to absorb all 3 ultimates just like that. And come back again with their own ultimates. Because they were at an ult disadvantage there for that last fight. But they held steady and swung it quite well.
That was great. I wonder if they're going to make any swaps on their comp. Oh yeah, they sure did. They're going to go dive with their fire coming out on Aiden. And I'll win it.
And Columbia also makes a couple swaps.
Okay, Winston.
Swapping to Orisa Torbjorn.
These are some interesting comps here. Torb
I see your sneakers.
isn't too bad, but it's definitely going to just stay on those off angles with this turret and try to prevent our fire from flying in the air.
There is a
Maybe.
certain spot of Torbjorn's love to sit on this map.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be hiding behind that car, just shooting pellets the entire
Yeah,
time.
through the little angle there.
They even have a soldier, which could become a problem with our Pharah, depending on how she plays this map. With him being a hit scan and very easily could snipe her out of the air. if
I
she
think
doesn't
he
get
might
enough
want to go
care.
behind them here. Torb is not using the angle, but he will be spamming down main.
It looks like Trine's here is just trying to take some space slowly from them.
Yeah, the key to attacking here is getting through this choke. Once you're through, it becomes a whole lot easier, but it's just very difficult to get through this choke, which we do quite easily. Winston jumps on their backline and gets CC'd. Somehow lives with a crazy Suzu, and Farah gets the pick on the Moira. And it looks like Trine is cleaning up this first attack fight.
Wow. Winston just went for that engage and risked it, and I think he made it up because Azuzi was thrown, and he just barely got out of there with his leap, and Aiden was able to clean up with the Pharah near the end and just secure a quick fight. 5 minutes and 20 seconds on the timer, all the way to get to the end of the second point to win this map. So we're in a really good spot right now, and our Winston is already contesting this high, making sure our Pharah can fly in the air safely.
Ooh, our Kiri gets picked off early by a surprise Bastion swap, I guess. She might not have been expecting it and swung the corner.
They saw what we did on Bastion, now they're trying to form their own Bastion comp here.
And it looks like Trine is going to lose this first fight on second. Our Winston gets to pick on the Bastion though. This could be swung with an ultimate. Our Winston killed 2! Moira's 1!
Winston gets
Our
3!
Winston gets 3rd! Can he get a 4th?
He's looking for it.
He wants it. Oh, wow. He forced... He was safe, and Ana jumps off the map.
Wow.
What a Wu Yang ult to save our
Winston's looking for
Winston
even
from
more.
the nanoed horse.
Yeah, I got worried there seeing our Winston get pulled back by a horse, a nanoed horse nonetheless, but then being saved by Wu Yang.
And then the Ana jumping off the map was... Our Winston got 4, I guess.
Yeah, Ana got so scared she just ran off the map.
Our Winston just had too much aura. Ooh, that's not good. That's our ultimate down. We still have Deadeye though when we're building Rush. Yeah, you can see the pressure from the Bastion and the Soldier.
Yeah,
This is going to be a very tough spot for trying to push through.
That bashing swap definitely makes things harder for us since his form can just do so much damage, and we saw it instantly, like our Pharah trying to set up for her barrage up top. They must have noticed her setting up there, and Bastion just melted her down.
Yeah, and it's going to be really hard for trying to get set up here with the amount of spam Columbia has. But we do have the ult advantage, and Deadeye here can help clear them out. They get the trades, they get the picks. Will they win this fight? This could be last fight. Force makes it out. That's not great for Trine.
This could be it, but the enemy team might look for a touch here with Horse.
Force gets the touch. We have Primal. When Winston pop Primal, he pops Primal. Ooh, he gets the Soldier. Does he get him off the map? No, he doesn't. Just barely misses. And the Bastion chunking him down. If they can wait after this form, they could still win this fight. No, their last ultimate goes down, and it looks like Trine will likely lose this fight. Some nice ultimates from Columbia to save the map.
Yeah, that Horse getting away was pivotal to them touching as she came back and allowed her team to come with her and then swing our point with Bastion form and just clean up the rest of us. Really good attempt from us though.
Yeah, and I think Columbia has made some great swaps here. The Bastion and Soldier are great at poking out our more dive-heavy comp before we can dive them.
Mm-hmm.
And what we were relying on in the previous map, getting those early picks from a flank or a Reaper, you can't really do on this map in this position.
But just as
early
we're saying,
Winston,
this is a talk about early picks.
here.
We get 2 early picks.
That's a third. It looks like Trine will take this. Barring some sort of... Oh, and the Ajax!
Winston not allowing for this fight to continue. Shutting down. I think we're back.
Sorry about that. We are back and ready to show you guys some more Overwatch.
Yeah, we won those 2 maps. Night isn't done though. We need that 3rd dub.
I think we are starting the, what could possibly be the final map on Push, New Queen Street here. And in this mode, there's a robot, and both teams have their barricade. And the team has to push the barricade all the way to the end of the map, and the robot moves along with it. When the team stops pushing, loses the fight and stops pushing the barricade, the robot moves back to the center of the map and starts pushing the other barricade. And it's whoever either pushes it further or pushes it to the end of the map first. And it seems we are back on the Hazard comp with a Pharah this time instead of a Reaper. And Columbia is back with a Ramatra comp and an Ana Moira.
Yeah, both team comps looking pretty similar from before. We'll see how they perform again. I wonder if that Soj will swap to Bastion again once seeing one a similar comp from before.
Yeah, and it's going to be relatively tough for Arfara, though I believe he can do it, to play into Sojourn Soldier here.
Things are starting up. We're looking to get some setup here. Taking control of the middle of the map, which is very important for us.
Arfara's in with our Hazard. He gets away from the Ramatra just barely, and our Hazard gets a pick onto the Sojourn. And it looks like Trine will win this first fight.
Yeah, really close call with our Pharah. Looks like we're gonna go into our second fight right now with them trying to contest the robot.
Our Hazard is low. The Moira's behind. Our Arfara gets the both supports are down for Columbia, and it looks like Trine will quickly clean this up and win the first and a half fight.
Wow. Yeah, Arfara just not even caring about these hit scans on the enemy team and getting out of there with like 20 HP.
Yeah, he's able to find angles where they can't really do anything about him, and he's just living for free.
Yeah, using the map to his advantage by taking cover behind these walls. And if the enemy team tries to focus Arfara too hard, then that just gives a wide opening for a Hazard to go in.
Yeah. Though it looks like Arfara goes down, and we are down one this fight. Our Hazard is almost able to get the pick onto the Soldier. And we will lose the fight right before we captured the forward spawn.
Really close fight. I think Ana there was able to get some early damage in and snipe Arfara out of the air, helping the Soldier secure that kill. And Kiriko got caught out too. Unable to TB to Arfara. I think that's what they were trying to do there.
We will have a slow start to this next fight, but it looks like we are quite close to both DPS ult and Wuyang ultimate here. We have the ult advantage here for the most part, and we have the numbers advantage now with our Hazard getting a quick pick onto the Soldier and getting Wuyang ult to quickly clean up this fight.
Wuyang coming out.
And he jumps onto the Yana, gets the Yana, likely kills the Ramatra just as quick.
What a wall. And just like that, we're able to take the bot back in nearly like 15 seconds with just that one use of ults coming from our Wuyang.
Yeah, and it looks like our Pharah might be wanting to set up for a barrage. Might be getting a little sneaky here. Yeah, it looks like he wants to. It looks like he wants to find a sneaky barrage here. He gets the sleep out and gets picked early. A little unfortunate there.
That sleep was devastating.
A nice rail from the Columbia Sojourn. And our Wuyang is caught out in the Ramatra slow. But our Hazard trades the Ana. Can he get out? No, he can't. A late rush from Trine to equalize though. With the Sojourn ult coming back at us. We're able to hold off from the Sojourn. And with one final ultimate, it looks like Trine will take this fight. There's a lot of ultimates used there by both teams. Unfortunately, our Cass got a little too aggressive and got picked. What a sleep.
As I mentioned before, the Hazard takes that aggression off his Pharah to keep her safe.
And I think that's what they've been doing quite well here, is going in either at the same time or one after the other to trade aggression. And with the Wuyang ultimate here, honestly, Ana to get the quick pick. And now he wants the Sojourn. He's a little too far away from his team though, after the Columbia Ramatra ulted.
Yeah, it was a long fight there. Ults coming down from both sides. Our Wuyang and Haz trying to secure some kills with their ults, making a great leap onto that Ana and getting a really quick pick, but after that, Haz had used his cooldowns and Wuyang ult rails off. He was cut off by both their hit scan and he was unable to make it out after securing that kill.
Yeah, especially because his backline quickly fell over to a Nano Ramatra ultimate. But Trine will quickly take the fight back in the middle and start pushing the bot again. and get a massive, what looks like maybe a massive stagger onto the Sojourn here.
Yeah, big stagger onto that Sojourn. And I mean, we lose these fights trading our ults, and as soon as we lose them, we just come right back having our forward spawn and just retake the bot almost instantly.
And
So
this could be the last fight with a good barrage here, especially if we build rush in time. A Deadeye. Ooh, he falls over during Deadeye. And it looks like Trine will lose this fight. That's
Wow,
crazy.
Air shots.
And he knows to quickly die and reset. Our Kiri might get stuck behind though.
Yeah, it looks like Kiri's in deep on the enemy team.
This could be a dangerous flank
Mhm.
if she plays it correctly.
And I think they almost had almost like a good Creel up there trying to cap last point, but he was just a bit too close to the enemy team and they were able to burst him down even with that damage reduction.
Yeah. Trine does not seem to time that engage as well as they would have liked. And the Far had all the aggression when he went in with his barrage, but they still get the trades and it is even now. And Trine still has both their supports up. Sojourn is 1 HP and Nanners is unable to finish it off. He walls off the Ana. Ultimate's coming in from both sides.
Going for that leap again.
Yeah,
It seems we've won another fight.
but at the
Once
cost
more
of 4
dropping
ultimates.
ults, yeah. We dropped 4 big ults there. Built our support ults being used to secure bot. And even our hazard ult to respond to theirs as well, but it looks like they were pushing so many ults because a tank swapped to Orisa now. Probably to try to counter our hazard with her CC and just keep him away from her backline.
The early Ana nade forces our hazard out quick. Back to his team, but he gets out with his life. Their Ana will have Nano for this fight. They will have Nano and possibly Coalescence later in the fight compared to our 0 ultimates. 2 early picks from our Wuyong. Dealing with the flanking soldier, he might be able to get a 3rd here.
He danced around that soldier and was able to get that 3rd pick with the hope of his McCree.
Yeah, and Trine is now looking at in a lot better of a position here coming to this fight. They are still potentially down ultimates, but they are close to some big ultimates as well.
I was about to mention how we've been having trouble pushing up this hill, but that early pick on the Soj I think is going to swing the fight here.
And a nice wall from our hazard. Whoa, and our Cass gets another pick. Using the new major perk, Silver Bullet, to dish out loads of damage to the Orisa and finish off that Moira there. And it looks like Trine will full cap and take game 3 for a 3-0.
And there it is. Trine University wins 3-0. Amazing performance. Great stuff from our team. Great stuff from both teams. Trine just kept that momentum, and I was really impressed with us tonight and how we were able to perform. Thank you so much, everyone who came to the arena and those who watched the live stream. I was your cast, Elton Langley.
And I'm Logan Galt, and we will see you next week for another great Trine performance.